Hello, my name is Nibero, also known as Nibs, and this is my Sapphire to World Record guide on how to play Sprint. I'll try to keep this brief as there isn't a whole lot to talk about outside of a few very specific points, but I promise to go into everything I consider when I'm going through my world record route. So to start, we're going to want to go into our controls and bind our jump mouse button to scroll wheel. While this isn't necessary, it makes the first jump much easier to perform in my experience. So our goal at the start of this level is to jump on that iron bar right there, and to do that we're going to do what's called a coyote jump by using our scroll wheel while we are walking off this ledge to jump right here. Aim at the left edge of this balloon as you're going off, and then stand right here on the iron bar. I also tend to land a bit left of the barrel here when I land on the iron bar, and as I'm approaching this bar, I'll also be holding space bar. So that's what the first part's going to look like. Next, we're going to want to slash the barrel, discard, and stomp. Here, we're going to want to discard as low as possible with our Godspeed. And here, when we pick up the stomp, we want to stomp as soon as we hit the wall. See here, we stomped as soon as we hit the wall, so we are as far as possible. We took our distance from our Godspeed as far as possible, but we didn't wait too long on the wall there. The goal of this next part of the level is to get into position to get a phantom parry off of this jumper here while grounded on this railing here. To do that, we're going to want to get a grounded parry off of this frog demon as soon as possible. The timing is going to look something like this. That was a perfect grounded parry. Then we're gonna also greed the elevate pickup there. Try not to hit the edge of that ledge right there. So when I come up here, I shoot this glass pane 2 times. You can also shoot the frog itself 3 times, just whatever you need to do in order to kill it. And then I immediately look at this jumper, I hold W, and as soon as I am about to touch the ground, and as soon as it starts shooting, I shoot twice, then I switch and katana for my 3rd click. And you can watch my inputs as well. I start holding right as soon as I Godspeed. And I hold right until I see the jumper as I cross the edge, and then I immediately start holding W and going into it. So that right there might have been a little too early on my Godspeed there, but that's about what you want to do in order to get the grounded. Whenever I'm going for the grounded, you can see that I'm starting to aim towards this railing here to go over it. Some people find this pretty hard, and it is kind of finicky. Even if you do get the grounded, sometimes you just won't go over it here. So if you're only going for Sapphire, you could just aim to the left right here and then stomp right here. It's not that big of a time loss, maybe like 0.1 at most. It's you definitely can get Sapphire pretty easily without going over the railing there. So just like that, that's how you get over the railing there. That's what a run getting over the railing will look like. Going over this next part though, you're going to want to stomp right about here. So near the edge, not completely on the edge, so like right here, just near the edge, stomp like right there. When you're like to the side of this jock here, it's going to put you at the perfect position to Godspeed instantly into this jock right here, to the left side of it. And then aim as left as possible of this pillar here without actually going to the left side of it. So something like this. And then as soon as possible, you're going to want to flick and shoot the barrel there. This is because while you are Godspeeding from there to here, you'll be in your Godspeed discard state, which will give you a higher card pickup range. Once you get here, though, you're pretty close to ending, so you need to shoot this barrel as quickly as possible before the state ends. Otherwise, you won't pick up this Godspeed gun. So, using the momentum from getting as left of the barrel as possible, we're able to get close enough to this waterway to where we can just simply Godspeed into the jock without having to shoot it, like maybe in some other strats. I cannot stress this enough. You need to be as left as possible and shoot the barrel as quickly as possible so that you can both pick up the Godspeed card and get close enough to Godspeed into this jock with an above water boost. So it's gonna look something like that. I also jumped right before that other Godspeed to get another small above water boost. That wasn't the best there, but you still want to kind of try and go for it. So once you get here, there's 3 different ways you can do this ending. Most people do this first way. This first way is to jump up slightly, then discard after a small delay. Then shoot the Guardian 3 times with your Godspeed gun. Discard to the top right of this barrel here. Pick up the Godspeed card from this jock, and then immediately discard into the finish, slightly below it. It'll look something like this. This next way is the way I like to do it. It's probably not that much faster, but I find this is the easiest method to get the most optimal ending possible. And then the last way you can do it, if you want to be a little bit fancy, is to shoot one of your Godspeed shots before the elevate shots. Something to note about all of these endings is that you don't want to elevate immediately after jumping. For one, you want to make sure it's slightly delayed. The whole idea of this ending here, it can be a little bit tricky to do very quickly, but you want to be at the perfect height when you're approaching this barrel, and you also want to get as much speed as possible from jumping off of this waterway, which is why we are delaying our elevate and Godspeed a little bit. Just try your best to copy the timing that I am doing in this guide here and in my world record video. That run was a little scuffed. I delayed a little bit there at the ending, but I mean, that's Sapphire. Almost sub 15. Pretty good run. And yeah, that's about all you really need to know about Sprint. If you have any questions, please comment them down below. I'd be more than happy to help anybody out who's trying this level. And yeah, have a great day. Safe sprinting.